Picture this. She stands before you, her body humming with an energy you can almost feel in the air. It's not just attraction, it's something deeper, something primal. Her body trembles ever so slightly, not from nervousness, but from an unspoken hunger. She's sending signals, silent yet undeniable, telling you exactly what she wants. The problem? Most men miss them. In a world where words dominate communication, we often forget that our bodies speak a language of their own, one far older and far more honest. Women in particular have mastered this silent dialect, expressing their desires in ways that are both subtle and powerful. A lingering glance, a slow movement of the lips, a touch that lasts just a second too long. These are not coincidences. They are cues, invitations, and, for those who can decipher them, opportunities. What if you could read these signals with absolute certainty? What if instead of guessing whether she's interested, you knew? Imagine never missing another moment, never hesitating when she's right there, waiting for you to take the next step. This isn't about mind games or tricks. It's about understanding the raw, instinctive nature of attraction. Women may not always vocalize their desires in the way men do, but that doesn't mean they don't express them. Their bodies, their movements, and even their breathing patterns hold clues. Clues that reveal exactly what they're feeling in the moment. By the end of this breakdown, you'll have a deep understanding of how to read and respond to these cues. You'll no longer be in the dark, wondering if she's interested. Instead, you'll be ahead of the curve, recognizing the moment before it even happens. But before we dive into the details, I need you to do one thing. Hit that like button. It helps us bring you more powerful insights that most people will never have access to. And if you haven't already, subscribe and tap that bell icon so you never miss another lesson in attraction and human psychology. Now let's begin. We're about to unlock the hidden language of seduction, the signals she gives when she's aching for your touch, yet saying nothing at all. These are the silent invitations, the instinctive messages written into every move she makes. And once you understand them, you'll never see attraction the same way again. Attraction is rarely announced with words. Instead, it's woven into body language, a silent symphony of movement, touch, and expression. Women in particular communicate their desires in ways that are both instinctive and calculated. They may not come right out and say it, but their bodies betray their true feelings. If you know what to look for, you'll recognize these signals immediately. Let's start with the most sensual, yet overlooked, sign of attraction. Her lips. Lips, the silent invitation. There's a reason why lips have always been considered a symbol of seduction. From ancient beauty standards to modern advertising, full, soft, and slightly parted lips signal attraction. But it's not just their shape, it's how she uses them. When a woman bites or licks her lips while looking at you, she's not just acting out of habit. It's an unconscious, primal response to desire. Studies on nonverbal communication reveal that lip biting is linked to nervous excitement and sexual tension. When aroused, a woman's blood flow increases, causing subtle swelling in her lips. Biting them is her body's way of releasing tension, a physical manifestation of the thoughts running through her mind. She may not even realize she's doing it, but her lips are betraying her thoughts. If you catch her subtly running her tongue over them, or pressing them together while looking at you, rest assured, She's imagining something far more intimate than casual conversation. Touch, the warm invitation. While men tend to express desire in direct ways, women use touch more subtly. It's not about grabbing or pulling. It's about fleeting, lingering contact. If a woman is interested, she'll find excuses to touch you. A casual brush against your arm, a gentle squeeze on your shoulder, or even an innocent-seeming touch to your thigh. All of these are calculated tests. She's gauging your reaction, seeing if you notice, if you respond. The reason for this is deeply rooted in biology. Research shows that when women are attracted to someone, their bodies release oxytocin, the love hormone, which increases their desire for closeness. The more daring and intentional her touch, the stronger her attraction. If she's tracing her fingers over your skin, resting her hand on your leg a moment too long, or playfully pushing against you, she's sending a clear message. Come closer. Hips, the ancient signal for centuries. A woman's hips have been a symbol of fertility and allure. But beyond the obvious, they serve as a key indicator of attraction. When a woman is aroused, her movements change. Her hips sway with more rhythm. Her walk becomes more deliberate. This is no coincidence. Studies on body language, particularly those by psychologist Dr. Carl Grammer, show that when a woman moves her hips more exaggeratedly, it's a subconscious attempt to draw attention to her curves. This movement, rooted in evolutionary mating rituals, is an instinctive way of signaling her availability. If you notice her walk shift when she knows you're watching, or if she stands with one hip slightly jutted out, accentuating her shape, she's not just standing there, she's displaying herself. It's an unspoken invitation, a primal urge to be noticed and desired. Reading the signals, a woman's lips, her touch, and the way she moves her hips, all of these are invitations, subtle yet unmistakable. If you've ever been in a moment where the energy between you and a woman felt electric, but you weren't sure if she wanted you to make a move, chances are she was giving you these signals. Now that you know how to spot them, the question is, will you recognize the moment and respond? They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but when it comes to attraction, they are something even more powerful. The clearest, most undeniable reflection of hidden desire. A woman may control her words. She may even suppress her gestures, but her eyes will always betray what she's truly feeling. If you learn to read them, you will never again have to wonder whether she's interested. The science behind the gaze-eye contact is one of the strongest non-verbal signals of attraction. Studies in psychology have shown that when a person is aroused, their pupils dilate. This is a natural biological response caused by the release of dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical. The more attracted she is, the more her pupils will expand, subtly signaling her interest. But it's not just pupil dilation that gives her away. It's the way she looks at you. If she maintains deep eye contact, holds her gaze just a second too long, or if her eyes flicker between your lips and your eyes, she's already thinking about what it would feel like to be closer to you. The lingering stare, a subconscious invitation. When a woman is attracted to someone, she will often lock eyes with them repeatedly, even without realizing it. You've probably experienced this before. You catch her staring. She quickly looks away, only for you to notice her eyes on you again moments later. This back and forth isn't just shyness. It's a battle between her conscious mind and her instincts. Her conscious mind tells her to remain composed, but her subconscious urges her to look at you, to take you in, to create that unspoken connection. In studies on interpersonal attraction, researchers found that prolonged eye contact between two people can increase feelings of intimacy and desire. In other words, if she's holding your gaze, she's already letting her mind wander into deeper, more intimate thoughts. The flickering gaze, mapping her desires. Watch carefully where her eyes travel. If they move from your eyes to your lips, then lower, perhaps to your chest, your hands, or even further. She's not just looking, she's imagining. These subtle flickers of attention indicate where she wants to be touched, where she wants to feel you. If her eyes soften when you speak, if her gaze lingers when you lean in, or if she looks at you with a slight tilt of her head, she's inviting you to bridge the space between you. The power of eye contact in attraction. Understanding. A woman's gaze isn't just about noticing when she looks at you. It's about responding, holding eye contact with confidence, recognizing when she's signaling her desire, and knowing when to escalate the moment. The eyes don't lie. When she's attracted to you, they will speak louder than words ever could. The question is, will you have the awareness to listen? Attraction is a dance, a delicate exchange of signals that build tension and anticipation. While men often express desire in direct, outward ways, women communicate theirs through subtle, carefully controlled body language. But make no mistake, these signals, though understated, are incredibly powerful. Once you learn to read them, you'll see the truth. When a woman is drawn to you, when she wants you, she's telling you, just not with words. Her lips, her touch, her hips, and her gaze are just the beginning. There's an entire hidden language of arousal that most men overlook. The breath of desire. One of the most overlooked yet revealing signs of attraction is a woman's breath. When she's aroused, her breathing subtly changes. It deepens, becomes slower, or, in moments of heightened tension, slightly unsteady. This is her body responding instinctively to the growing desire, preparing for something more. If you notice her chest rising and falling in a more pronounced way when she's near you, or if she exhales just a little slower when you lean in close, understand that this is her body reacting to the chemistry between you. She may not even be aware of it, but it's happening all the same. The leaning effect, closing the distance. Another key indicator of a woman's attraction is how she positions herself around you. If she's into you, she will naturally lean closer, even if it's just a slight movement. This is her body's way of reducing the space between you, an unspoken message that she's comfortable, engaged, and craving a deeper connection. If she angles her body toward you, plays with her hair, or subtly mirrors your movements, these are subconscious cues of her interest. It's not just about being near you. It's about being closer than necessary, about erasing the distance between you two. The subtle flush, a natural response. When a woman is excited or aroused, her skin reacts. You may notice a slight blush creeping up her cheeks, her chest, or even her neck. This is caused by increased blood circulation, a natural physiological response to heightened emotions and desire. Flushed skin is one of the most honest signs of attraction because it's nearly impossible to fake or control. If she starts to blush when you make eye contact, touch her, or whisper something into her ear, it's a clear indication that your presence is affecting her on a deeper level. Recognizing and responding to her signals. The signs of a woman's desire are always there, but only for those who know how to read them. The slight parting of her lips, the way she touches you, the way she moves, how her breath deepens, how her body reacts to your presence. All of these are signals that she's drawn to you. The difference between men who struggle with attraction and those who thrive in it is simple: awareness. The man who understands these signs never hesitates. He doesn't wonder, second guess, or miss the moment. He sees, he understands, and he responds with confidence. Seizing the moment attraction is not just about knowing when she's interested. It's about knowing how to act when she is. If you've learned anything from this breakdown, let it be this: when a woman is sending you these signals, she's already made her choice. She's waiting for you to do what she cannot say out loud. So the next time you see her biting her lips, her eyes lingering on yours, her body drawing closer, don't hesitate. Read her signals, step into the moment, and take action with certainty. Because in that moment, she's not just hoping for you to notice, she's waiting for you to respond. Thank you for tuning in to Psyche Institute. If you found this breakdown valuable, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep insights into psychology, attraction, and human behavior. Until next time, stay confident, stay aware, and never miss another silent invitation.